have started the chapter Getting to Know Plants, and in that chapter we have already covered root system. Today we are going to cover the next topic, that is shoot system. Shoot system comprises of stem, branches, buds, then nodes, internodes, flowers and fruits. Coming to the definition of stem, children, you all know that the stem is the green part of the plant which is actually above the ground. That means the root which are found under the soil, whereas stem is present above the soil. Now, see, look here children. Let us discuss what are the parts of the stem. Now look here children, here I am having these rounded structures. These rounded structures on the stem are called node. These are actually those parts from which a new branch or a leaf arises. You all can see that these noded structures are the nodes, and from these we have new branch or a leaf arising. Now, the space between two nodes. See, look here. I am having one node here. The space between these two nodes is called internode. So the stem, which is the part of the stem which is present between two nodes, it is called internode. Now coming to the apical bud. At the top children, here also you can see that a bud is present which grows in the upward direction and is responsible for increasing the height of the plant. So that bud at the apex, it is called apical bud. Then children, at the angle, at this space, at the angle, you all can see this, here an apical bud is, axillary bud is present, that is the bud which is present in between the leaf and the branch, or the axil of the leaf and the branch. That bud is called an axillary bud. As such, buds are the immature structures which on growth can give rise to a vegetative part of the plant or can give rise to a flower. Now, coming to the, let us discuss what type of stem we have in herbs, shrubs and trees. Because when we talk about herbs, you all know that they are tiny plants which have soft, flexible green stem and that can be bent easily. Whereas when we compare shrubs, shrubs have a slightly woody stem, green in color, with lot of branches and cannot be bent easily. But when we talk about trees, as you all know that trees are very huge in size and they grow more than 10 to 12 feet in height. So these trees, they have hard, woody, thick stem, and a specific word is used for that type of stem, and that is called trunk. So now let us define what is a trunk. Trunk is the hard, woody, strong, rigid, brownish color stem of a tree is known as trunk. So we have discussed that apical bud, which is found at the tip of the stem, is responsible for increasing the length of the stem. Then we talk about the nodes. These are those regions on the stem which give rise to a branch or a leaf. Then we have discussed the space between two nodes, that is called an internode. And then we talk about axillary buds. These are those buds which are found in the axil of a plant and are responsible for giving rise or in the axillary growth of the plant. Now let us discuss what are the functions of stem. Now children, you all know that if we don't have a backbone, then we will not be able to stand erect. In the same way, the stem acts as the backbone of the plant and it helps in keeping it erect. If the stem is not there, the plant would not be standing erect. Now, so that is the first function of the stem, is to keep the plant erect. Second, just I have shown you this. On this, you find that branches and leaves are there. So stem is that part of the plant which bears leaves, flowers and fruits. Then in some plant, for example, when it is green in color, it performs the most important function, that is the photosynthesis. Now, coming to the next function of the stem, children, you all know that roots are found in the soil, and these roots absorb water and mineral. Now, what happened to water and mineral once it is absorbed by the root? Now, children, from the root, the water is then pumped up to the other part of the plant, and that important function is carried by stem. That is, stem carries water and minerals and salt from the root to the other part of the plant. Now, you all know that once water is available and the sunlight is plenty, then these perform an important function, that is photosynthesis, that is food preparation. And now once the food is prepared, that food is now required by each and every part of the plant. So how that food goes to each and every part of the plant, it is done by stem. So next function of the stem is to carry the food which is made in the leaf to different parts of the plant. That is, so we have discussed functions of a stem. What are they? First function of a stem is to keep the plant erect, or to keep it upright. If it is not there, the plant would be bent down. Next, we have discussed that the function of a stem is to bear leaves, flowers and fruits. And then we discussed that if in case of young plant where the stem is green, it performs the functions of photosynthesis. Then we have also seen that water and mineral which are absorbed by the root are then carried to the stem, and from the stem it is being carried to other part of the plant. In the same way, we have also seen that food which is prepared in the leaves is then carried to different part of the plant, because each and every part of the plant require the food, and the food is made only in the leaf. So from leaf, the food is then transferred to other part of the plant by means of stem. Okay, children. And then we have also seen that trunk, which is actually the brownish, strong and non-flexible, or you can say rigid part, a rigid stem of our tree. Now, children, see, look here. I can guess what I have drawn. Yes, it's a potato. Now, can you tell me which part of the plant is potato? We always think that a potato, since it grows under the soil, so it is basically a root. No, children, potato is not a root. Potato is actually an underground stem. Now, why we say that potato is an underground stem? It is because of the following reason. Now, you must have seen the greenish, or you can see the brownish eye-like structure which are present on our potato. Actually, those structures are, and as we call them, these are the eyes. These are actually the nodes which are found on the stem, and the space between them is the internode. So we have node and we have internode, and we all know that node and internode are found only on the stem. So because of the presence of node and internode, we say that potato is an underground stem. That means it is a stem only which is found under the soil. In the same way, we have ginger, we have onion. You might get confused that since they grow under the soil, so they might be root. But on the contrary, these are basically the underground stem. And that means stem, when as such these are the regular function of the stem, but when stem perform an additional function, that is the storage of food, then stem get modified into these structures. So these are actually the modified stems. So what is the common word we use for them? These are actually the modified stems which have changed their shape because of an additional function which they are performing, and that is the storage of food. Now, children, you might have if I use the word xerophyte, and you might get confused. Actually, the xerophyte are those plants which are found in dry acidic condition, especially in dry regions. So one such plant which is very common in dry region is cactus. Now you all know that in case of a cactus, so commonly you can have that aloe vera also. You might have seen the plant of an aloe vera or a cactus plant. In case of these cactus plant, if you look at it, the color of the color is green. Now, which part of the plant are we talking about? Because it is green in color, so you might say that it is leaves. No, children, actually the green part of the cactus is the stem, and in case of cactus the stem is thick, fleshy and green, and the thorns which are found on those fleshy stem, they are actually the leaves, which are reduced to thorns and spine just to prevent grazing and to prevent loss of water. But the green part is the stem, that is thick and fleshy stem. So in case of cactus, this stem perform an additional function, and what is that? That is the process of photosynthesis. So children, I hope the topic is clear to you. Thank you children.